Aloha, everybody, and thanks for coming. I have the honor and privilege of introducing our next speaker, and I will say that oftentimes when you work with government agencies, it can be frustrating. Sometimes the answer is no, and sometimes the answer is it's going to take 5 years. Now, I will tell you that our next speaker is totally not like that. She's smart, she's enthusiastic, she's positive, and we throw a lot of stuff at her for transportation issues, and her reaction to almost everything we throw at her is, I think I can make that happen. I can do it. So it's very refreshing, and again, a privilege for me to introduce Charlene Shibuya, who is with the Maui Division of the State Department of Transportation.
Thank you, Bob. I don't think I deserve that much credit because it's people like the WMTA and Bob Pure himself that actually makes our job a little bit easier to get consensus. But what I'm going to do here is basically WMTA's mission is to get some disparity, as far as getting the dollars on the west side. And I think it's like what Reverend Aki said. I think you do have the most prosperous side. Because if you see the projects that I'm going to go over just for 2012, you're going to see it's a lot of dollars. And as was mentioned earlier, Bob Pure is also the executive director of the Lahaina Bypass Now group. That I can honestly say, without their help, this Lahaina Bypass Now project, well, the Lahaina Bypass period would not have even started. So I don't know if some of you have come to the meeting last year. We pretty much updated you on what was happening. And basically, this is the Lahaina Bypass project. I guess you cannot see the pointer very well. But if you've been up to Lahaina Luna Road, you'll know that the first phase of the Lahaina Bypass is in progress. And that's the section between Lahaina Luna Road and Keawe Street. Keawe Street being the street that goes up to the Lahaina Gateway Shopping Center across the Lahaina, I guess is Mauka of the large shopping center at the bottom. And then we also have another phase that's already in progress, which hadn't started, I think, as of last year. And we have another phase, which is, I guess it's kind of hard to see this map, but this is Lahaina Luna Road over here. And then the next phase goes from Lahaina Luna Road back to Hokiokio Place, which is that road that's between Front Street Puamana and Puamana Beach Park that goes Mauka. It's just a small dead-end road, but that's going to be a temporary connector. And so right now, just to kind of go over, as I said, Phase 1A is in progress, Phase 1A, which is the one from Lahaina Luna Road to Keawe Street. And we basically broke ground way back in 2009. We've been in progress since then. And in 2010, we finished the Lahaina Luna Road grade separation structure, which if you drive up Lahaina Luna Road, you'll see that bridge structure that literally overpasses what used to be Ikena Avenue that's now excavated about 30 feet below. And last year, we started the Kahoma Stream Bridge and some of the roadway prism, retaining walls, and concrete pavement, which is still in progress. And we expect to complete this project this year in about July. And if you look at that, you see that dollar amount, $77 million. That's only one project. And just to kind of give you a little bit of picture, this is Lahaina Luna Road going up Mauka. Ikena Avenue used to go this way. And it used to be up at the same level of Lahaina Luna Road, if you remember. It's actually excavated now, and the bypass is going to go underneath. This is Kilauea Mauka Park, and this is the Kilauea Mauka subdivisions. So just to kind of give you an extent of the size of the project. Here's another view. This is looking towards Ka'anapali. This used to be Ikena Avenue, and you can see the houses up here, and then Kilauea Mauka Park here, and this is how much it's been excavated below, and these are the retaining walls that are being constructed. Further down towards north, We have, I guess this is looking the other way. This is looking towards Oluwalu. This is the mountain. This is the Kilauea Mauka subdivision. And this is the Kahoma Stream. We have this huge Kahoma Stream bridge structure that's under construction. It looks kind of large right now, but actually, you see all this stuff underneath? This is just called false work. It's gonna come off later on. The actual bridge is on top here, is partially complete. They're gonna have some girders that go on the top, and then the roadway surface is gonna be put on. This next picture is a little bit of a close-up. And then after all that bridge is complete, this is what it's gonna look like. So, oh, there goes my, you see, all that false work was underneath here. It's gonna all come off, and this is the stream, and it's gonna be what you call an inverted arch bridge. And I believe that's the only one that's gonna be in the state of Hawaii, so we're gonna have a pretty good looking bridge. And then this is an example. This is looking back towards, sorry to confuse you, but this is looking towards, back towards Oluwalu again. And it's gonna be concrete pavement instead of asphalt, because we found that although the upfront cost of concrete is more expensive, over the life cycle of asphalt, we're actually getting a better bang for our buck. And I'm going back to this map again to kind of give you a perspective of the next phase again, which I described. I'm gonna show you some photos of the next phase, which is Lahaina Luna Road to Hokiokio Place. And this is the status as of now. We broke ground in November of last year. Oh, my light is going out, sorry about that. And in 2011, last year, we pretty much did mass grading, some culvert crossings, and the bridge, a small bridge crossing. So it's not much to see right now. If you actually drive up Lahaina Luna Road and you look north, you'll see the phase 1A. You look south, you'll see phase 1, what we call phase 1B1. And then that is also expected to be completed in July also. And again, look at that, you see that price tag over here? 24 million. So you kind of do the math in your head so far. And I've only covered 2 projects now so far. And because it's also going to be complete in July, our plan is to really open up 2 phases at once. And if you recall, when the state did the Mokulele Highway widenings, we had 5 phases, and the last 3 phases we opened all at one time so that we didn't have to disrupt traffic doing transitions in between, the phases. So we hope, that's our hope, and I feel that that's going to be a real big, benefit to the public to get some traffic off the main corridor. And as I said, because there's not much to see right now, this is just an aerial map of the limits of the corridor. This is Lahaina Luna Road, and this is Hokiokio Place. And you can see this is Puamana. And I guess not many of you might have noticed that there's a Ka'u'ula Stream Bridge in front of the Puamana community. It's just past, it's gonna go just past that. And the project will also include, oh, here we go, my light is out again. Okay, this is the end, this is the south end of the phase 1B1 of the bypass, Hokiokio Place. We're gonna improve Hokiokio Place to be able to carry a little bit more traffic, and then we're gonna signalize the intersection down at the existing highway. And then this is just a little bit of the next phase. And here's some photos. You cannot see much. This is standing on the Lahaina Luna Road separation structure looking towards Oluwalu. So not much to see because it's only a lot of underground work. And then the biggest thing that's going on structure-wise is there's like a arch agricultural crossing, and then they're setting, as we speak, they're setting all these arches on. Getting back to the map again, just to give you a perspective, the next phase that we're working on as far as the design is what we call phase 1C, which goes from Kiava Street towards Ka'anapali. This is, you can see Ka'anapali down here, so it's conceptually it's somewhere between the Civic Center and Ka'anapali Parkway. So actually this is the phase right here.